An infantryman, you must be physically and mentally tough, ready to meet hostile forces, supported by armor or one-on-one. And for this, the Army will train you to fight in the field and in urban environments that may include nuclear, biological, or chemical conditions. You'll train to move quickly on foot, by armored vehicle, or by helicopter. And you'll train to use all weapons employed by the infantry. The M4 carbine rifle, the grenade launcher, the squad automatic weapon, the machine gun, hand grenades, mines, demolitions, and anti-tank weapons. Further training, based on the Army's needs, will be as infantry or indirect fire infantry. The modern-day infantryman carries out patrols, fires his anti-tank weapon, and calls for fire support as part of a close-knit fire team. The indirect fire infantryman supports his unit with mortar fire and computes aiming data for its next firing. The infantryman moves toward the enemy, across the battlefield, then dismounts to engage hostile forces face to face. After your initial entry training and advanced individual training, you will work in the field, day or night, keeping ready. You may be assigned to an infantry brigade combat team, a heavy brigade combat team, or striker brigade combat team. These MOSs can help you transition from the military to the civilian employment sector, whenever and wherever the Army is called into action. Combat mission through a wide range of combat engineering support tasks, including explosives and demolitions, mining and counter-mining operations, urban operations, route clearance, creating obstacles, and bridging, among other missions. The Army will train you at Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, to design, emplace, and employ demolitions, to detect, identify, and eliminate both enemy and friendly mines in a variety of combat situations. You'll train to quickly enter and safely clear a targeted facility. You will operate sophisticated route clearance equipment to ensure that Army missions are accomplished. You will create obstacles that will slow or stop an enemy force. You will also train to assemble various field bridges. After your initial entry training and your advanced individual training, you will work supporting Army operations in the field day or night, where your duties may include being part of a demolition team, a minefield emplacement team, a detection team, as a part of a clearance team, or in assisting bridging operations. You may also be assigned to carpentry and construction projects, where you may lift and carry heavy loads. Additional duties may be to operate and maintain heavy equipment, like the engineer squad vehicle or other vehicles. Serving in this MOS can help you transition from the military to the civilian employment sector, because your skills in leadership, teamwork, and problem solving are skills and values in demand by civilian employers. If you like individually rewarding work that helps clear the way for successful Army missions by providing critical engineering support, you may want this job as a military occupational specialty, healthcare specialist, prepared as a battlefield medic to go into combat to save soldiers' lives. As a healthcare specialist, you will gain skills for hospital and peacetime duties as well. You will become adept in emergency care and able to provide ongoing casualty care and support in evacuation. You will be trained to serve in emergency departments, ambulatory departments, medical surgical units, and intermediate care wards in both fixed and mobile hospitals. During your months of training as a healthcare specialist, you will learn the basic techniques of measuring and recording blood pressures, pulse and respiration rates, and temperatures. You will learn to give intravenous infusions, to obtain blood and other specimens, to dress and bandage wounds, to treat patients in shock, and to train others in first aid. You will be required to handle and dispose of contaminated needles and waste. and to keep patients and patient areas clean. You will become certified in basic life support and must pass the National Registry Certification Test for Emergency Medical Technicians in order to graduate. After your military occupational specialty training, you will be assigned to a field unit or to a fixed facility. Your duties may include supporting your unit in humanitarian, peacekeeping, homeland security, and combat operations. Since medical equipment and challenges are constantly changing, you will be required to update your skills periodically and to maintain a valid, unrestricted EMT certification. You will also be given an opportunity to qualify for additional training in a variety of subspecialties. The training and experience you gain while serving as a healthcare specialist may help prepare you for such positions in civilian healthcare as emergency medical technician or medical assistant. Improved survival on the battlefield depends largely on early treatment. In most cases, it is the healthcare specialist who provides initial medical care for a battlefield casualty, often without the usual supervision of an on-site physician or physician assistant. The healthcare specialist, providing first response on the healthcare team.